everyone, and welcome back to 3G Video, where today we are back at Virginia Motorsports Park and we're doing the last day of racing here for Summit Racing Midwest Drags. We have some weather that looks like it might be running in, so we're fighting the weather, we're racing it, and we're seeing who's going to come out on top here at the last day of racing. Some work to do on Benny, so I was working on that this morning. We had to push back to starting at 1:45. Racers are getting started in the lanes. Let's go watch some racing.
8.3 liter.
Oh, there's something wrong. Oh, something out of the car that's getting out on the pavement. We're gonna have to clean that up, figure out what's going on. That is unfortunate. Woo! That was a scary moment. Okay, looks like it was just water from the rain that we had last night, so. Always better to be safe than sorry on those matters. 8:48 at 1:59, and we have the Camaro and Pontiac up here making a pass. You feel that car, that's for sure. A 974 in the right lane and a 1073 in the left. Tommy over there in the far lane, he works for Summit, really cool guy, been nice to get to know him. They are actually out here racing this time rather than doing the truck. They have the truck with some other guys, but he's out here getting to race. We've got some really good weight transfer. Runs down to a 1074 at 126 and 1213 over in that left lane. What a great pair here. Gertie is obviously so cool. The G6 in the other lane is badged up as a Holden. I love it. 1088 and 1168. So let's see how Glenn does. He is our current leader coming in to today at that 7:20 earlier than 7:30s for the rest of the week. Glenn had the pedal. It's going to be a good race. This is number 1 and 2 right here. Right lane goes down to 777, beating out Hunter's 781. We'll have to see how the averages play out, and they both have to make a second pass anyway, so see how this turns out. This could get real interesting. Little backfire out of the Nova. The Mustang goes down to a 757 at 191. There we go. Another couple of our fast guys out here. Let's see what goes down. I love it. Tyrese in that far lane goes 185 mile an hour. Had some issues at the start. Went a 922. That mile an hour and speed. TT does not line up at all. Woo! We have the AMC. This thing is wild. Oh. The AMC having some trouble getting in earlier. Let's see. And get a pass here. There we go. Oh, he's pushing through real hard. Don't know what's going on there. Camaro car goes down to an 11.02 at 131. And got to figure out what's going on with the AMC. He's just going to drive it down. It doesn't even light up the boards because it was deactivated. Oh well. Alright, so it was just some water in the fender from the rain last night, which is very good. And they didn't make a mess. They were able to back up, get the water dried up, and they're out to make their pass. I love this car. It's a beautiful example. And that 10-0 class, so we're looking for a 10-0-0 with an O. 10-11 with a 1. You know, I mean, kind of close-ish. At least got the same digit across there at the back. So we have a car that pulled over at the big end. Is there fluid? Fluid? So there's fluid down on the track. He did pull over once he noticed it, which is really good. Let's go down here and see. Okay, so we got down to the car. They've already got some stuff down on the ground. It definitely has some liquid under it. Not sure if it blew up or what happened. Okay, so apparently they found a piston and a ring out on the ground, so definitely not good. So we're gonna be down for a minute as they get this all cleaned up and such. So pretty sure, not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to stay inside the engine and not be out on the track. So yeah, let's go give it to him. Sir, that's supposed to stay in your engine, sir.
Oh wow. Yeah, that did some damage there.
Now you can show all the kids at school.
Now you got something to put on the wall.
Yeah.
So you got your own trophy. It's just
I got my first Dragon Drive trophy. Yeah. I knew something broke. I went through the brakes and the thing started going like this. I got off the brakes. I'm just gonna coast this until I get it to stop. It was all over the place.
Oh, I'm sure. 18.
I have a hole right down there in the oil pan. Definitely not exactly what they're looking for today. So even with that, we still got 2 passes in.
Still finished. This pass was a 10:59, but it don't matter. We finished.
It's okay. What's your other one?
9.7.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.75.
Cool,
We're
man.
averaging like 8.80 all week, but at least we finished.
Good. Well, we have the fast guys back up. Glenn is making his second pass. See if they can finish that week out strong. Good pass, a 751 and a 772. We have Polly in the Challenger, and then we have this hot rod that I don't remember his name, and I apologize. I should know him by now. There we go. Right lane goes down to an 871, and Polly goes to a 1042. All right, so we saw these guys on the live stream last night. They're in the 12-0 class. They make a lot of passes each day. They're trying to get right on that number, and they've been doing everything to make it happen, having to add weight, take weight out, change timing and stuff. They are currently taking off the hitch to lose some weight. Well, what did...
Atlas. We got phones. Why do we need this?
There you go. Get that out of there. What'd you just run?
1208.
Okay.
The other one is 1210. It's close. It's probably all right. I think everybody else is like a 10 slow too, but we're trying.
Yeah, there you go. Give it everything you got, man. You got this.
Yeah. Oh shit, we got a backlight.
Woo! You're gonna get all the weight out of this thing. Well, guys, we saw them make some passes earlier. He did his fastest ET and fastest mile an hour ever in this car, so that's pretty awesome. They weren't even going for that. They were just trying to get a 750 down, did a 730. These guys are awesome. They are winning in their class right now. Overall, I believe they're like third, second, third, something like that overall for the entire event. There isn't an overall award by any means, but so cool, guys. So he just did his personal best at 7:36 earlier. They turned it up. He's going for a new personal best. And then we have the 850 car over there that's making so many laps. These guys are awesome. I love drag and drive. I love watching these guys just duke it out, especially on the last day. Dumps the chute, 740 at 194. Left lane left early off the trace. Did not get a sign. That's not the fastest ET, but I believe it is fastest mile an hour they've ever had. Nice. Okay, they got some weight out of it. We are getting some pictures here as well, so don't mind the quicking. That's fine. Doing that 12-0 class. 1194. They got too much weight out of that thing. They'll be back around. Okay, guys. Well, it is Friday, and Glenn is up. He's already made 2 decent passes today. Not faster than he did on Tuesday, the first day that we were here. But he has, I think he's turned it up. Be interesting to see what he's going to do. Hopefully, he's going to get a pretty good pass in here. Spun the tire, so he's just moseying down. He'll probably come back around. Alright guys, we are getting to the point, the lanes are getting a little bit died down, but we have these guys coming up in their index classes, trying to get their number, You just ran a perfect pass in the 12-0 class.
I did.
Congrats, man. What? And you're back up in the lanes, you can try to do it again? Or?
Yeah, I'm at a 12:01 and another 12:00 to keep my second spot.
Okay, cool, man.
I can't catch first, but as third person, it's 1,000th away from me in the standings, so
yeah,
I gotta
that's
keep
close.
on beating on it. But
there you go, man. Well, good luck.
Glad him and I built a car that can last.
It doesn't. That's amazing. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got something figured out, that's for sure.
Exactly.
So, well, have a good one. Good luck.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So he had his last pass, ran that perfect 12:00 with an O, and he's up to do it again. Oh my goodness. That's not gonna do it. Oh man. Well, he said if he breaks it, he breaks it, and he did drive it off the end. Seemed like it might be something transmission related from my perspective. Don't know. If that is, it is. If it's not, it's not. But anyways, that's crazy. That class, guys, these guys are hot lapping him a lot. A lot of passes are going down. These guys keep just pushing and pushing. So you're going to have things like that. Woo! There we go. Nice. Okay, guys, we have everybody turning in their slips. It is so close in the 10-0 class. He's in the 850 class, 12-0 class, everything. It's crazy. Had so many close races in the index classes, and we're getting ready to see who all won here at the Molly Motorsports award ceremony. We're going to get some pictures of it. It's going to be good.
Molly Motorsports. I'm getting tangled up in the...
We got all of our champions up here on the stage. We're going to get a big group photo.
And we have a match, folks. Your winner of the Gear Vendors Overdrive unit, man. We'll get your photo with the Gear Vendor over there. Anybody have anything else? With you guys all week for the Summit Racing Equipment Midwest Drag.
All right, so we just finished up with the award ceremony here at the Molly Motorsports award ceremony. It was really cool to see all of our winners, and I have Mr. Drag and Drive himself, Michael Narks. Just kind of want to talk about the week, kind of go over an overview. It's been crazy.
It was hot, very hot. Traffic was a little tight for guys that left late, right?
Yeah.
The guys that left early by 10:30 or 11,
yeah,
they were fine. They never complained about it. Tommy and Jim from Summit, They left by 10:30, I think at Atco and Cecil both, and they were gone. They were in the pool, in the afternoon. You know what I mean? And it's cooling off and all that kind of stuff. So the heat was a determining factor. There was a little bit of attrition from that. We had some fuel pump issues from a lot of folks.
I had issues. I mean,
yeah, you had issues, and it wasn't the heat that hurt it because the cars were mostly fine. It was like fuel pumps and little stuff that just draws that heat from the ground. So pretty interesting there. And I'll tell you, I saw some really cool stuff. I've never traveled this part of the country, so it was really neat to be able to do that. And I appreciate Summit, all of our sponsors for helping us get there. Summit, Molly, I gotta give them a shout out.
You're good,
Summit,
dude.
Molly, Sweet Patina, Howard's Camp, and Racing Junk.
There you go, man. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. What was the attrition rate?
I don't know yet. So the hardest part was we were running around a lot getting content. So I've got a little more than 350 videos that we'll go through. Now some of those are really short; they're just to burn out. But so we got to go through a lot of those. But I really feel like it was probably in the 25%, which is about normal. But maybe 30, 35. I don't know. It was a lot.
High. Yeah, it seemed real high.
Yep.
So especially the first 2 days, we had a ton of people out. Cars that weren't proving, cars that weren't ready, and that type of stuff.
Yep.
What was your favorite story?
Man, it just happened. John Mankia making the switch, and not just because he swapped an engine to be here, but because he kept at it. Like he could have quit at any time and gone home. But he also helped several people, just like David Fontaine said in one of our videos. He helped people stay motivated to get the cars done before that, but then gave people parts, helped people work on cars all week. Then his engine goes down, puts literally the hole inside the block, drives 350 miles round trip to bring an engine back. Luckily, he had put a Dominator system on his car, so it was just a couple clicks here and there, and then got in the car and drove here, knowing he wasn't going to get to make passes, knowing he was going to be too late to win his class or anything like that. I don't.
And
think
he was leading
top
his
3.
Or was
No. So he wasn't going to be top 3 and get a trophy, but he you know how it is. Like, if you're going to do that work, you're going to be here. So he's actually headed up right now to do some passes. To do one pass to break the beam, so because he finished the weekend.
Technically finished.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, that's a huge deal. That's one of my favorite stories. He's one of my favorite folks. I mean, let's be honest.
Awesome.
And then his car's really cool. It's a lot of drag and drives. So he's brought people into the drag and drive community, which we appreciate.
And for those of you on my channel that would know him, he's the Camaro that had the closed hood that was sealed for drag week. That's how we normally reference him. We talked to him at drag week. First time we talked to him on the channel. So.
Glenn Hunter's car was obviously an all-time favorite. That car ran 720s this week. Ryan Hargett put together a brand new combo to come out here and lay down, running 190 something miles.
He had the fastest mile an hour of the week, right? And that was his fastest. That was his personal best mile an hour. And he also had his personal best DT, which wasn't that fast. So,
he put it down. But I'm telling you, like, those are the fast guys. Those are the guys that get a lot of attention. There was a family of the Graviac pack. I will call them.
So much fun.
5 people, 5 cars running with them all the time. Fast cars too, not just easy stuff. Scott Franks and his dad were another. It was a big wagon, ran 12 O's all week.
They made so many passes.
Oh yeah,
It was
and
ridiculous.
Zach Stevens and his mom Tina. You see a lot of father-son teams. This is kind of a deal. Cool hot rod stuff. You don't see a lot of mother-son teams. And she said when Zach was like, "Hey, do you want to go do this with me?" She was immediately like, "Yes."
That's so
because generally your 22-year-old son doesn't ask you to do anything with him, especially car related. But every time I saw her, she was smiling. She was having a great time. It was really cool. We ate dinner adjacent to them last night at another table, and it was just cool. Like, it reminds me that I need to spend more time with my mom, and her and I go do something together, which is very rare. She comes up, hangs out with my kids, and I'd like to see you. I go do my own stuff. So that was fun. There was so many stories. We talked to so many people, and you be able to find that Drag and Drive Addiction on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
Go follow him. Okay, subscribe, like, all that stuff.
Needle that in there real quick. But it was really cool. It was a great week. Everybody that was here really put in a huge effort to go through that heat. I rode with Paulie C in the yellow Challenger, and I almost overheated. His fuel pump overheated. We had to physically push it off a New Jersey Turnpike, or Philadelphia. It was intense for a minute. I thought I'll open the door and the intersection. A car almost ran over me and the door, and I knew then we were in trouble. So, well, cool. Well, dude,
It's been a crazy week. Thank you.
Thank you for being out here, man.
Oh,
It's been
dude.
awesome.
He just went full time into this stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
so make sure you go support him. It's absolutely amazing to have all the people in the community. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time.
I'm excited. So let's see what the next step holds, Jess. So thank you, Jesse.
Sounds good. We'll see you
later.
next
I don't
time.
think you do.
All right, guys. Well, it's getting dark really quick. I got Benny all packed up. We're getting ready to hit the road to head on home and to the next event. We're gonna have an adventure series coming out with some videos. There's gonna be a lot coming in the future, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Be looking for all that content. As always, have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.